Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. I appreciate your support and your encouragement. If you're here for the first time, you are most welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I would like you to take out some time to subscribe to my channel. And if you've been coming here and you're watching our videos and you're still trying to make up your mind to subscribe, I would love you to subscribe to my channel. Also, remember to click the notification bell so you get to be notified each time I drop a new video. Well, what are we talking about today? This young woman you're looking at here is Peju Ugboma, Mrs. Peju Ugboma. Prior to her demise, she was a chef in Lagos. She was the founder and chief executive officer of I Love Desserts. I Love Desserts is a pastry company in Lagos. She also ran a blog called The Service Critic, where she reviews her dining experiences. Peju had issues with fibroid, and you know how fibroid is. You'd understand that it's seriously discomforting. It's accompanied with much bleeding in some people. So she elected to have it removed. She was scheduled for an elective surgery. Well, elective. That means she chose to do it. Even without being a medical person, you will understand that she just felt that, okay, it's time for me to remove this thing because of probably not to have the discomfort associated with fibroid again. According to the husband, she walked into the hospital by herself, unaided, as it was by no means an emergency surgical procedure. Before then, she had concluded all the necessary tests. Now, before somebody would go for such a thing, the ECG, the PCV, and all those things, her vitals were okay because she had no pre-existing conditions prior to the surgery. That was on a Friday. On Friday, she had the surgery. When they came for it, they were asked to deposit 1.5 million. The man paid 1 million immediately. She had the surgery on Friday. On Saturday, she complained to her husband that the veins on her hands had collapsed. The hospital wanted. She also said that the hospital wanted to give her fluids on a vein close to her neck or collarbone. She also mentioned that the doctor said her kidneys were not functioning optimally. Kidney kwa. Is it not a fibroid operation that they did? How come the kidneys were affected? Okay, that Saturday, they said a consultant nephrologist had been called in that Saturday morning. A nephrologist is a doctor that specializes in kidney cases, right? So the consultant came, but he dismissed their concern. You know how it is now. It's okay. We'll handle it. There's nothing there. You don't have to worry. And that. The same Saturday, she had 3 pints of blood. Same Saturday, her BP dropped. The same Saturday, the doctor told the husband that she would be taken to ICU and told to pay an additional 1.5 million. But I thought that they said that they had nothing to worry about. Why this now? Because the woman was complaining that she was having pains. That the pains were unbearable. So they now said, okay, we are taking you to ICU. But before we move you to that place, you have to drop another 1.5 million. This one is apart from the one that they dropped the previous day. The man, sharp, he dropped it because he wanted his wife well. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? When your relation is sick, you too, you're sick somehow. So the man, he was seeing what was happening. He said, okay, oh yeah, go ahead. And can you imagine what a hospital? Your patient, the woman was already there. So why don't you do what you need to do? Why asking for another money? The man paid. Nothing happened afterwards. More pints of blood were needed, more bleeding, to the extent that the husband contacted a UK-based consultant maybe a friend or a family member who spoke with premier hospital doctors. He told them that, oh, this woman obviously was bleeding internally and that she needed to be returned to the operating theater for the bleeding to be arrested immediately. But who say? For where? They didn't do it. Her condition deteriorated, and that was it. By Sunday, no more. She was no more. Did you see it? By Sunday, she was no more. You would recall that some time ago, 2 Nigerian women, had their story. Their story went viral because they were in Belgium. They had a case of medical negligence. One had a baby, came out paralyzed. After some few days, she became paralyzed. That's what we are talking about here. Some doctors have this, I know everything sort of attitude. Yeah. And they will tell you that they know what they are doing. But we know that most times they don't know what they are doing. Why didn't premier hospital doctors listen to their UK colleague? A little precaution here would have, saved the day. This thing is so annoying. Many Nigerian doctors are negligent and arrogant. If the doctors had been humble enough to listen to their colleague who told them the lady was bleeding internally, this tragedy could have been averted. A huge percentage of sick people here lose their lives, mostly as a result of negligent doctors. This lady's case is not that of lack of money now. You see how they were asking for money, how the husband was dropping the money without wasting time. They were asking for millions and the family was paying without complaining. If you know that hospital, you know that there is a hospital of the rich and for the rich. You don't just go there. If you are not up there, you don't just move to that place. So why did they throw caution to the wind? Even when the patient needed quick medical response, they still requested another round of millions before she could be moved to the ICU facility. She's already there. Your patient, the most important thing at that time would be to save her life, to do whatever they needed to do to ensure that this woman was okay. But they didn't do it. Money, money, money. Everything is about money. Do the job and get paid. They were not saying they will not pay. Do what you're supposed to do and get paid. But you know what? This is a pure case of medical negligence. This death could have been avoided, honestly, with much care and keen attention to details. But you know what? Our people are in the habit of, reminding you that you can't teach them their job. Have you made them? No, madam, you can't teach me my job. You can't tell me what to do. Who is the professional here? When you meet them, that's what they tell you. They are quick to remind you that they are professionals and know what they are doing, even when we know that there are quacks among them. Oh, yes. Well, the family is taking them up on this. Granted, the dead will not be brought back to life. But you see, it is a welcome development. The hospital should face the full wrath of the law to serve as a deterrent to other careless medics. Oh, yes. And another thing is our justice system. We know our justice system is very slow. That's why most times people don't even bother. But you see, time has come for us to start bothering. Because if we keep staying silent, these kind of cases would continue to multiply in our midst. So we have to start. No matter how slow the justice system is, a time will come, we'll start getting results, we'll start getting the kind of response we need. And these people will be brought to book. The right punishment will be given to them. That is what we're talking about. And look at a young woman. She has gone. This is somebody's sister. She left behind 2 little girls. And a distraught husband. A mother. She has siblings. For how long? We cannot continue like this. This is not a way to build a better system. The slow justice system is still better than not taking any action. When people have issues like this, when you and another thing is somebody is in deep sorrow. That is why most times they don't even have time. They don't even remember to sue the clinic or the hospital or the doctor or whoever is involved in this kind of negligent act. But you see, it has to start from somewhere. Somebody has to start it so that other people will learn from it. We cannot continue like this. For a big hospital like that to be this negligent, what do they want all these small ones to do? So if somebody should go for a surgery, I think people should start checking out the person, that will do surgeries on them. Of course, it has become necessary. And now that you have Google, you can Google what the pain could be. What is this? What is that? Somebody that was bleeding internally, they were still giving blood. The woman was complaining. Why didn't they look at her? Why didn't they consider her? Just like that, a life was taken for nothing. Now, so the woman just take payment like that. We cannot continue with this kind of laissez-faire attitude. It is not helping anybody. This thing here that we don't even regard human lives, it's not helping anybody. If you're a professional, does not mean that another person cannot talk to you. If you're giving me an injection and I tell you this thing, my body does not accept it, don't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Remember when Dora Akunyili was the DG of NAFDAC? She told us that if they are giving you an injection, in the clinic, ask them the name of what they're giving you, because some of these injections, they are colorless like water. So I will ask. I asked a nurse someday, and she was angry. I said, if you do not tell me, I will not present myself for you to give me this thing. She had to tell me. And I had to find out from the doctor, okay, before I took it. Because if anything happened to me, that would be it. I will no longer be alive to defend myself or to say what to present my own case, to tell them what I told the nurse. It's a pity it ended this way. May her soul rest in peace. Please, let us be careful. If you're going for, maybe, I don't know how we'll be doing it. If you're going for this kind of procedure, maybe you should just find out about the surgeon. I hope all these things help us. Honestly, it's so sad. Look at this pretty young woman, just like that. Just like that, the story has been told and it has ended. Putting out a light in the daytime. Too bad. So sad. Well, that is it for this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Please remember to subscribe to my channel. I'm looking forward to seeing you next time here on this channel. Bye bye. God bless you. Please stay safe and have a great week.